good morning. Welcome back to a bit of a grey Glasgow this morning. I've just popped out of the hotel now. I'm going to head down and get a bit of breakfast. I think there's a Greggs down here. I think we'll just go and get a bacon roll and a coffee. Catch you when we get there. Yeah, so this is Argyle Street. I believe there's a Greggs down here somewhere. If there is, then we'll nip in and get a bacon roll and a coffee. Yeah, here we are. I thought there was a Greggs down here, so we're going to nip in and get something for breakfast. Right, so I've had my breakfast, enjoyed that. I was ready for a bite to eat and a coffee. We're still on Argyle Street and I've just been into Tesco's and got my supplies for later on, a sandwich and a drink. So we've got about a 40-minute walk down to where I need to be this morning. I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm going to keep you in suspense a little bit longer. So what we'll try and do is we'll just get down to the side of the River Clyde and we'll follow that down. I'm just going to follow this path all the way down to where I need to be. Go under that motorway bridge there. These look like flats, private flats, overlooking the River Clyde. Nice view. You know, you've got to be so careful when you're walking down these paths by the side of the Clyde. Cyclists come flying down. A guy just nearly ran into me. I never heard him. Never dinged a bell or anything like that. I apologised, but he was going at some speed. So as you can see from that sign up there, Central Station, which is where my hotel is located, is a 19-minute walk. So I reckon by my calculations we've got about another 20 minutes to walk before we reach the mystery destination. So it looks like you've got a couple of hotels down in this area. You've got the Hilton Garden Inn and the Radisson Red. And then goes another speeding cyclist. So that's us just walking past the Hydro. You've also got the SEC Centre there in the distance. And next door to the SEC you've got the Armadillo. Here comes the open top bus. If you fancy a bit of sightseeing in Glasgow, then you can jump on one of those. It'll take you around all the sites in Glasgow. So we're back on the path at the side of the Clyde. Just over the water there, you've got the STV Studios, Scottish Television, and then just a bit further down from them, you've got BBC Scotland. I wonder where it is I'm heading. So we're going to use this bridge to cross the river. This is the Bells Bridge. So this area is known as Pacific Quay. This is where you'll find the Glasgow Science Museums. Just over there. And behind me is BBC Scotland. So I think it's time I revealed why I'm here. Yes, I'm coming to BBC Scotland. I've always been an admirer of Brendan O'Carroll, who does Mrs Brown's Boys, and today they are recording the New Year's Eve episode, and I was fortunate enough to get tickets, and looking forward to a fun-filled afternoon of probably laughter and chaos. Who knows? We'll see. Right, I've just bumped into Dermo and Willie again, the two chaps who were with last night. And I've been into the BBC reception, spoke to a wonderful guy called Paul on the security, who's going to take care of me and look after me. So all good. I'm happy with that. And as I was coming out, bumped into Danny O'Carroll, so I just had a quick chat with him, and I've left them to get into the studio now and get prepared for the recording. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got a bit of time to kill. I'm going to wander over to Govan. There's a reason why I'm going over there. It's because it's where I was born. I was born in a place called Merryland Street, and I'm going to go and find it. It's only about a 10-minute walk from here, so let's push on. So I've just turned off Govan Road onto Summertown Road, and I think we're about 5 minutes away from where I need to be. So we found it. We found Merryland Street. Just got to go and find number 44, because that's what it states on my birth certificate. And the reason why I was born here was back in the 60s. It was a non-profit maternity hospital. It was known as the St Francis's Maternity Hospital, and that is number 44. And according to the information I got from my brother Glyn, that downstairs room on the left with the three windows was where I was born. That brings back quite a few emotions, actually, finding that, finally coming back to my place of birth. So there we go, number 44 Merryland Street, where I was born all them years ago. In fact, my brother was born there as well, funnily enough. We were both born in this hospital. So I'm glad I came down and had a look. It's should have done it earlier probably, but it's nice to come down and see it. Right, mission completed. Time to head back to the BBC Studios. So that's me almost back at the BBC Studios after that little wander up to Merryland Street. That'll send your eyes funny. Yeah, we've got the Waverley paddle steamer moored up here at Pacific Quay. So, as I said earlier, the reason why I'm down at the BBC is because I'm going in to watch the New Year's Eve recording of Mrs Brown's Boys. Now, you might be a lover of Mrs Brown's Boys, you might hate it. It's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. I've enjoyed the programme over the years. Started watching it way back in about 2012, and I've been to Glasgow a few times to a few of these recordings, and they're good fun. You get to see how it all works. Then when you watch it on the TV, like on New Year's Eve, they've pieced it all together. It looks completely different. So, like I say, you either love it or you hate it. I personally enjoy it. I've sort of made friends with one or two members of the cast, as you've seen. There's Dermo, who plays Grandad, and I bumped into Danny O'Carroll, who plays Buster Brady, and I think it's time I went and had a sit down now and drank my coffee. So we'll catch you when we're in the waiting area. So it's a bit difficult to record in the holding area, so I just nipped down to the loo. The holding area is just on my right hand side here.
Pineapple on the door, I know how it works. And would you like to know where everyone's from? People come from all over. People from Glasgow, give us a cheer.
Thank you. A couple of things. First of all, we have an overspill because it's first come, first served. As you know, we had 84,000 requests for tickets for this show. Wow. I know what you're thinking. Should have put it in fucking eBay. And time to get on the show. Welcome, please, Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Give yourselves a big round of applause. That was wonderful. The process, that type of thing, you know what I mean? I don't make any noise during sex, is what I'm saying, so I barely make a peep. What's that? Quiet! Shut the fuck up!
Right folks, that's me just got out of the recording of the New Year's edition of Mrs. Brown's Boys. It was a good laugh, yeah, enjoyed it, yeah. Bit chaotic, lots of laughs on the way, but it was worth the time sat in there. So I'm going to head back into the city now, so we'll catch you in a bit. And that is the queue for this evening's recording. All queuing up to get in. So I was considering going to get a taxi back into the city, but do you know what? I've been sat in the studio for about 3 hours watching that recording. I think I need to stretch my legs. So it'll only take me about half an hour, 40 minutes to walk back in. And then we'll decide what we're going to do when we get there. So I'm just walking back over the Bells Bridge, and look how calm the Clyde is. Very, very calm. Right, we're back on Argyle Street, not far from the hotel, about 5-minute walk. You can see the central station just down there in the distance. So, got a plan. I'm just going to nip back to the hotel, drop a few bits and bobs off that I'm carrying that I won't need for later on, and then probably just nip out and have a couple of beers and have an early night, I think. But we'll see how things pan out. Right, I'm back in my room. Did a little bit of a detour though. I called in at Greg's and picked up a bite to eat. Got myself a cheese and onion pasty and some potato wedgie things and a coffee. So I'm going to sit down, chill for half an hour, have a bite to eat, drink my coffee, get a freshen up, and then we'll head out. It's not going to be a late one. I said that last night and it ended up being a late one. But it won't be a late one tonight. I'm travelling back home tomorrow, so I want to try and get a good night's sleep. So anyway, I'll stop waffling and I'll get this down me, and we'll catch you a little bit later on. So I put back out, had a bit of a freshen up and a bite to eat, and I'm going to head up to one of the other little pubs that is my go-to place when I'm in Glasgow. It's called the Horseshoe Bar, which is not far from the hotel. It's only about a 5-minute walk. Right, just cross over here. So I'm getting run over by this taxi. I'm going to turn left onto Renfield Street. So we want to be on Drury Street, so I've just got to get across this road. There we have the Horseshoe Bar. I do like it in here, I must admit, that's why I've come back. Like I said, when I'm in Glasgow, it's one of my go-to pubs. So I'll nip in and have a beer. Right, that's the Horseshoe Bar done. I'm going to take a little wander and see if I can find somewhere different tonight. I think I'm just going to have one more beer and then that'll be me done. Back to the hotel. I've got a place in mind, so I'm going to take a wander down there. So it's not the Crystal Palace we're going in, that's the Witherspoons pub. I've been in there before, but it's the one next door to it called Macsorley's, traditional Scottish pub. So I'm going to have a wander in there and we'll have a beer in there. Sounds like they've got some live music on in here as well.
Thank you very much.
Right, so I've left Macsorley's. It was good in there, enjoyed that. That singer was quite good. Good atmosphere in there as well. Everybody seemed to be enjoying it. Beer was alright as well, enjoyed that. Right, I said I was only going to have a couple. I might just squeeze one more beer in somewhere and then I'm definitely heading back to the hotel. But where I go, well, I'm not quite sure. There's a place on the corner here called Oswald's. Might have a sneak in there and see what it's like. Had a quick look in Oswald's. Not for me. No. Right, we might try this place across the road, the Waterloo. It's only a stone's throw from the hotel. Looks a fairly quiet pub. We'll go in, we'll see what they've got, and we'll finish off there. Right, well that didn't work out because I just walked in and they said they were closing, so we'll have to find somewhere else. Off we go. Let's go and have a wander. Right, we're going to nip into Denholm's. We're going to try there, see what it's like. Right, I've just left Denholm's. It was absolutely manic in there. Karaoke on, and it's just full of young uns dancing around, enjoying themselves. So I took my drink down as quickly as possible, and I'm going back to the hotel now. It's been a long day, and I need to get some shut-eye, because tomorrow I head home. Right, I'm back in my hotel room. That last pub, the Denholm, yeah. Wow, karaoke on in there. It was crazy. It's only a small pub, but a lot of youngsters in there enjoying themselves, really having a good time. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but I felt a little bit like a fish out of water. You get what I'm saying? You know, just didn't feel right for me. Anyhow, there we go. So that's me done for today. It's been a long day. Packed an awful lot in, and it's time for me to get some shut-eye. So we'll catch you on the next video. See you soon.